Hi friends, this is Suzy, your gaming guru, here to help you solve the puzzle of level 2463 in Candy Crush Saga. If you find these videos helpful, I'd ask that you consider liking and subscribing. That in turn would really help me out. So this is a special dedication for Carol, who's let me know that they've changed this considerably. Let's just not even worry about what we had and take a look at what we do have and try to figure out a way to get through this. Not going to be easy. It's listed as a hard level. We can tell by the skull in the purple. We have 13 moves only to collect 25 licorice and 29 frosting. The frosting, I'm thinking, might be a bit easier because they're all here, although we've got little pockets of marmalade, and it is going to be difficult with the checkerboard appearance and the thicker ones down here. Plus we've got this cutout, which really prohibits us from being able to make nice long strings. I think it's going to be more difficult to get the licorice, but what I'm seeing is hopeful in that if I can get things flowing through here, I can bring the licorice into this area. And the deal is, when I take licorice out on a turn, no new licorice forms. But if I don't take licorice out, the new licorice can flow through here. Now, unfortunately, licorice is also a blocker, so it creates problems for me. I want to hold on to the licorice, but I also want a stripe to get through here. Better than this, I think, is a stripe, so we can try to open this area. And now it's almost impossible for me to not hit these licorice. So I'm not going to worry about it until, I think I just have to kind of wait until most of the licorice is gone, and then I'll be able to make a move that doesn't take away licorice, and then more will flow through. The other thing is, which is kind of handy on a board like this, we're getting the licorice to stream instead of just getting one at a time. Now normally, of course, I don't want it to stream, but when one of my requirements is to collect licorice, it's probably a good thing. I'm going to take out this licorice and keep trying to make some specials. I'm going to go for a wrapped instead of a striped because the wrapped has the potential to really explode on the board. I could make this stripe and it would put the wrapped here, but I'm afraid it's going to explode before it has a chance to get down here. I think this is what I'm going to do. I'm going to make a stripe that also sets me up to make a color bomb. So this looks like a fairly decent opportunity, but I think we're still going to fall short. Not only am I falling short on the frosting, but also I don't have enough licorice on the board. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. I only have 8. So even if I were to clear everything else, I don't have enough on the board. Shows how difficult it is. Shows how important it is to reach down here right away. Because if I can reach down here, not only am I taking out that frosting, and the good news is I don't have to remove all of the frosting to complete the order. But if I can make a bigger punch through here, then what happens is I've got more space for this licorice to flow through. So more real estate on the board means more opportunities, not only to make specials, but also hiding places for these licorice so they can come down and I can make moves without attacking them every single time. I'm going to pause the recording. I'm going to come back with a new screen, but with no microphone until I have something important to say, and then I'll be back on the microphone. So this is looking fairly decent so far. We've got all of the frosting, which I admit was harder than I initially expected, and we've got at least 6 licorice on the board. But we do need to bring them through, and that is one of the more difficult things to do in here. I'm going to go with this stripe combo, which shoots up here and hits this, and then tries to bring other things through onto the board so we have some territory to strike, and that looks like it's going to work. We strike these, we get that out of the way, and that's how we beat this level. But if we can't get down into this depth of area here fairly quickly so that we can get rid of the licorice and let the licorice build back up again and keep cycling that through, we're not going to have much success. For me, I think, wasn't it a color bomb wrapped candy? I don't know, I lose track even within a level. And that was not easy for me. That took me between 25 and 30 tries to get that done. So it was frustrating because I got close so many times and just could not get that very last little bit. If you have any questions or comments, please put those below. As always, thank you so much for watching, and I wish you all the best of luck.